Hello and welcome back to the channel. Oh, yeah. Wow. All right. Before we get started, hey, welcome everybody. If you're new here, hey, glad you stopped by. Do me a couple quick favors though. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Turn it from red to gray. Go over and ring that bell. Make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Smash that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment as well. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. Couple quick things before we get started. I do have a new merch store that will be down in the description. A portion of the proceeds that I receive, I'm going to be donating to the Stuttering Foundation to encourage other people with speech impediments to get out there, try something new, and to keep talking. I'm going to be doing this through about mid-December, so right time during the holidays. So please check it out, grab some merch. You'll be contributing to a good cause and also help build the channel as well. Also, some feature channels. If you go to the homepage, look down below, you see some feature channels that I go to a lot to kind of give me the information that I impart to you guys. So definitely check those guys out as well. With that being said, episode 10, House of the Dragon, the Black Queen. We're finally here. And we've known for a while that season 2 was green lit right after episode 1 aired. It's not going to be around until 2024. Boo. But as we know, last episode was not my favorite, so let's see if the season finale makes up for those mistakes. So, from here on out, spoilers ahead. You've been warned. Let's get into it. So last episode, we spent the entire episode with Queen Alicent, her father, the Hightowers, and the Green Council in King's Landing. This we're just doing a switch. We're spending the time with Princess Rhaenyra, Daemon, their children out on Dragonstone, otherwise known as Team Black. It starts off. You got Prince Lucerys. He's looking at the large table of the realm, contemplating where he fits in all of this, and he tells his mom, "I don't want to be the Lord of Ifmark. I'm not qualified. I'm nothing like my grandfather. I don't want it." And Rhaenyra tells him of how when she was about his age, she was named heir to the Iron Throne, and what she's had to go through, and how she felt the same thing, calms his fears, and it just shows that the parenting styles of both Alicent in the previous episode and Rhaenyra here, that despite her faults, Rhaenyra, as far as the show is depicting, is the mother of the two. We get a message that Princess Rhaenys has arrived on Dragonback and seeks an audience with Princess Rhaenyra, and Daemon has basically told her that her father is dead, that the Hightowers and the Queen have usurped the throne and put Aegon have crowned him king in front of everyone, and they're coming for them and her children. Rhaenyra then begins to go into labor, and while she's busy doing this, the men are all down. They're preparing for all-out war. Rhaenyra calls in her sons and tells her oldest, Prince Jacaerys, that as long as she's not there, there will be no action taken without her knowledge. Princess Rhaenyra then gives birth, and her baby is stillborn. They then have, as they're doing the traditional Targaryen cremation, Sir Eric Cargill arrives with her father's crown. Prince Daemon takes the crown as as Sir Eric is giving his Kingsguard oath, dedicating himself to Princess Rhaenyra, as David puts the crown on Rhaenyra's head and everyone kneels, acknowledging that they back her. She is the queen. We find out that Lord Orlys Velaryon has survived, and his fever has broken. Makes an appearance in the Black Council, gives his support to Queen Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is then looking to shore up her strongest allies. That will be the Starks, the Aarons, and the Baratheons. Jacaerys suggests that instead of sending ravens, they send dragon riders. Dragons fly faster than ravens and send a bigger message. Lord Orlys agrees, so we are off to various destinations, where Luke goes to Storm's End and to shore up Lord Boris Baratheon. When he arrives, he sees Vhagar there. Well, that's not good. No. Luke delivers the message while Aemond is there. Boris Baratheon refuses the message. Aemond tries to bait him into a fight. Lord Baratheon will not allow it. Not in his hall. Not in his castle. So as Luke is leaving, Vhagar and Aemond are trying to run them down. Arax is a much faster, younger dragon, so he's evading and swooping and diving. Vhagar's a little slow. They go above the clouds of Storm's End, and just when Lucerys thinks he's in the clear, here comes Vhagar. Bites right through Arax with Lucerys. They're both dead. Prince Aemond, don't think he intended this to happen, has a look on his face like, oh shit, what have I just done? And the episode concludes with Princess Rhaenyra getting the news of her son's death, and the look on her face says just 3 words: kill them all. So, that's the episode in a nutshell. I'm going to go with things I didn't like, and then the things I did like, and then my final thoughts. Things I did not like. I did not like Princess Rhaenys' logic. It wasn't my war to start. Huh? You were held prisoner in King's Landing. Your granddaughters are both betrothed to Rhaenyra's oldest sons. Your family is at stake. You're a dragon rider. Guess what? You're a target. This is very much your family's war, just as much. So, the logic, it wasn't my war to start, pretty flimsy. Things I did like. There were 2 very much visual callback scenes. First one, the cremation of Rhaenyra's child, especially when she gets the crown, and the crown is on her head with the young child in the cremation process. At least for me, it felt very much like a callback to the scene with King Viserys and the funeral for Queen Aemma and his son. So definitely felt a little tugging on that there. And the second, Otto Hightower. I hate that guy. Finds himself in a little bit of deja vu. Just saying. He comes to Dragonstone. That never ends well for him. And even though he has a message which is on a much more solid footing of the perception of Aegon II as the legitimate king, he finds himself between Dark Sister and Syrax. It's not a good place Otto, maybe you should avoid going to Dragonstone. Just saying. And Lord Orlis, when he is swearing his allegiance to Princess Rhaenyra and showing the tactical advantage that they now have as far as the seas go. They now control, basically they control the water. They have more dragons. They control the air. And this music is building and building, and I'm getting goosebumps just remembering that scene. It's so good, and the music starts swelling. And speaking of music, I know I keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep saying it. When Vermax, Arax, and Melees are off going to do their thing, the theme "Fire and Blood" by Ramin Djawadi is such the perfect theme for this series. This is a show called House of the Dragon. It's about the Targaryens. This should be the opening credit scene. I know, Ryan, you're going to keep arguing with me, but you're allowed to be wrong. So that's fine. Okay, so final thoughts. This is by far the best series that we've had on TV for at least the last year. Patty Constantine and Matt Smith, just give them the Emmys right now. There's not enough Emmys for this show. And for the writers of Rings of Power, the writers at Marvel, the writers at Lucasfilm, start taking notes. This is how a series is done. But hey, just my opinion. Turning it back over to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And I will be on to later today with Legion Talk. We will be talking about this very episode. So definitely check that out for more opinions. And then Wednesday, I will be doing my full review of Black Adam. And Friday, you'll get a piece of my mind. Or Saturday. Who knows? It'll be fun. But in the meantime, guys, again, subscribe, ring that bell, hit that like button, drop a comment, share the video, and I'll see you Wednesday, and I'll see you for sure Wednesday. In the meantime, guys, have a great week. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking, and always keep that smile on your face. Toodles!